Hello, welcome back to A Day Full of Budgets. I am going to be doing my week 3 cash stuffing of November with placeholders. So I've got £1,043 to stuff today using placeholders. Now it is higher than it should be because I've had to steal money from the next 2 weeks. Because we seem to be just massively spending in every area at the moment. I think we've gone for so long with hardly spending anything out of any category that it's just kind of starting to catch up with us. Let's get started. I've got a cup of tea because why not? It's Sunday afternoon. I've been to football and everybody just needs a cup of tea on a Sunday. I would normally record this on a Monday, but I've got a lot to do tomorrow, so I'm going to try and do it whilst there's a bit of daylight. But it is fading fast, so I am going to get cracking with the stuffing. So food. So we've still got some money left over, a few pounds, which is a miracle. And we're going to be putting 135 in, but I haven't sorted out my placeholders to the side of me, which I should have just quickly done. Anyway, we've got 120.35 as usual for the week. What I have actually been trying to do as well is just getting like an item or two a week for Christmas. So like this last week I got like some Pringles when they're on offer. I've done the shop for tomorrow, and I've got just, you know, like the share bags of crisps and things like that. So I'm going to try. So fuel, we went like £70 over last week. I done a lot of miles. One particular day I drove 360 miles in a day. So yeah, we've done a lot of miles, a lot of, I've taken the diesel car, I've had to charge while I've been out, parking, lots of things. So this should be getting £75, but I'm literally going to put 5 in because 70 is repaying what we've overpaid. Yeah. So that's why, another reason why we're putting so much in this week, because I've had to take the next couple of weeks' fuel, and we're just going to have to be a bit more careful. So I'm hoping I'll only need to use this to do a very small amount of charging while we're away. And Family Fun is also going to get 75, which is way more than it would normally get. But we spent way more than we should have done over the last few weeks, so I am having to top it up quite a bit because we're going out for dinner for a belated dinner for my son's birthday that we were supposed to do last week. So yeah, so I'm adding 75, had 10 in, so we've got 85, and hopefully that will be close to what we need for a meal out, which I don't think it will be, but we're not big drinkers, so we only tend to have soft drinks, so that does generally help. My self-care is empty as usual, so I'm going to get 15. I'm going to try not to spend too much so I can place my Etsy order. I'm trying really hard not to take it out of like home because it's for this, and I am taking it out of my own money. Yeah, but I also acutely aware I have my eyebrows done soon, so I need money in there. Money for us is actually only going to get £10 this week, but it will get extra next week because my husband and I are going out for dinner because we're going to the theatre. So that's that. School is getting 20 instead of its usual 10, again because my son's got a school book that I need to buy, like contributions to DT because he's doing GCSE product, so that's needed. My last video I'd added an extra 10 into here, which is great. and it's getting 15. So that then takes us to 45, if my maths is right. Take that 10 out. Yep, so that's really good. The list is ever growing of things that I need to get for that. Health and beauty, I think is getting 10 today, which isn't enough for my son's haircut. So it will be over again next week, and I will deal with that next week. Home is getting 40. So we've got 70, so that takes it to 110. Let's swap out for some pink, I think. So we've got 110 in home. So much stuff we need in the house. Kids is getting 30, and I might start using this for some of the things that the kids need, because I'm just running out of money in the other pots. I think I'm spreading myself quite thinly with pots. So that's 110 that's now in there, with adding 40. So that's fine. Clubs is getting 100. Now we did add an extra 10 in here from my leftover food money. If you want to watch my last video, I do a jar of chances with our leftovers. So that is getting 100. So that's now got 120. Pets is getting 20. So it's already got 5, so it's got 25. And I need to book the dog into the dog sitter for when we go away in February. So we need to put a deposit down so that we go next week. School food is getting skipped, and bus passes are getting skipped because I've just had to put the money elsewhere and they've got funds in them. Let's just move on to annuals, because I'm aware I don't have many pinks left and I want to keep this pink. Travel insurance is what we're working on at the moment for our annuals. But my husband's got a new job that he's starting in December. And on the sheet of company benefits, had travel insurance on there. Now we've never had that before. So I've no idea what it covers. So we need to check that it will cover everything that we need it to. So potentially we don't need this, but I'm going to keep stuffing it anyway. And then I'll just kind of move it on to something else. So we're going to put £40 in here, so then we'll have 160. We'll just pop that 20 back. So we've got 150.60 in here for travel insurance. So it'd be amazing if we don't have to pay this. So hopefully it'll be like a good policy, and it will cover like winter sports and sort of large items. So yeah, that would be quite good. And actually we don't need wood. We've pushed back to January because we won't need wood until then. So I did have December on here. And so, the other thing actually is I found one of these pens. I was looking through my sewing box. I am not a sewer. I am not a clothes menderer. Either my husband does it or my mum does it. And because they just do it, I've just never been bothered to learn. I can sew, I just choose not to. But anyway, I found one of these pens with the erasable end. And actually I'd got on my Christmas list a set of these pens, which I might still get, but at the moment I'm just going to use this. So I might mark on here, because I've not marked on here how much I've got in it. So what did I say I had? So I've got 160. So although I think it's black. So if I put, oh yeah, no, it's a bit thick, isn't it? So if I put on here 160, I know I'm working on that one, and I can rub it out. Very cool. See, it's the small things. It's the small things in life that please me. So yeah, so we'll see what happens once he starts in December. So as I say, I'm going to keep going with it. And then if we discover that we don't need to buy it in January, then I'll just move it on to the next thing. and then we'll just be a bit further ahead, which would be amazing. So that's that one. Let's do, actually, do you know what? I'm going to leave that one to last. And let's do this one. So this is business and Christmas. So business is getting 90. Yeah. So we're working on business insurance, which has got 270, and we're adding 90. So that's going to be 360. I like to think then. So let's take that 20 out, keep the 50 and swap the 2 for a 3, which I have got. So £360, which I think, I need to double check, is probably enough for that. So I think I might say that that's fully funded, although I don't have any of those fully funded things, which would be useful to have now I've got the individual little envelopes, wouldn't it? Oh, another Etsy. I need to put myself on an Etsy ban, honestly. It's ridiculous. So yeah, I'm going to say that business insurance is fully funded at £360, and then I'm going to work on tax. And if I find that it's more, then I'll just take out of tax. That is what I'm going to do. Executive decision made. Okay, so in my video that I may have just posted or not, depending on how my Sunday evening goes, might be tomorrow now actually, by the time, if you've not watched my previous unstuffing video. Anyway, I got a bit confused over the amount of money and placeholders that was in here, and I had a quick look back, and I think I've corrected it now because I think I put too much in, but anyway, we've got 850 in here, and I'm going to add 70, so it's going to be 920 in here. Now I have just taken the 900 placeholder out, so I'm going to re-put that back in. And how much did I say? 20. And then we'll just put a 20. So 920. And then I get to colour in. So I've put 70 in. So it covers... Oh, I did work this out. 20, 40, 60, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I get to colour 4 of these boxes in. Which I might just outline for the moment. Ooh. Oh, made a right mess of that one. And then the one. So this tracker is from Mama Needs a Plan, and it saves 325 if you just do it once. And then at the bottom here she's written, if you do it like multiple times, how much it saves. So I'd already finished my £1,000 tracker. Now I am saving and spending at the same time. So I'm going to be adding 2 as well as taking off the monies. But in terms of the trackers, I'm just going to keep it going. Just so that I can see how much I actually saved for Christmas, which is cool. Now I'm hoping next year, because I started cash stuffing in May. And I kind of combine birthdays and Christmas into one savings pot. So I'll do like all the birthdays and then Christmas. So I'll kind of try and fully fund. What I'm going to do is fully fund each of the birthdays before I start Christmas. But hopefully I could fund them quite quickly if if I keep putting in like £60 a week, which is what I was putting in. I need to do some calculations. But yeah, in this, I think I might get some of these made. Yeah, we'll see. I need to wing it. Well, I don't need to wing it. I need to figure it out so I don't wing it come January. I'm just going to put this to the side. But anyway, it's so nice. It's really, really lovely. Little Christmas tracker. So I'm going to put this to the side and then I'll add it back in afterwards. So that's those 2, and then these are my sort of medium to long term variables, sinking funds. So Magic Beans from Grounded Budgets is saving for a new phone for my husband, because his is broken. I mean, it still works, it's just like the home button doesn't work. Something else didn't work the other day, I don't know. But anyway, we've got £100 in there at the moment. So we're going to try and get to £300. And then he can get a relatively decent one, because he always just get, so we're going to get a second-hand one anyway, but just quite a decent second-hand one. And then we don't need to do it again for a while. And I can't find on my list how much I'm putting in. 30. So let's do 1, 2 and 3. So we've got 120, 30. So actually I need to get him to have a look, start looking really at, oh. And then we've got the 100 envelope challenge, which is new car / uni fund. So we've got 960 in at the minute, and we are colouring, we're doing 18 today, which I think will take us, so I'm actually only going to, so because obviously I add odd amounts in and I don't have odd amount ones of these, it should have 958, well it does have 958, and I'm adding 18, so it takes it to 976. So I'm literally going to swap it out for a 25, so it's 975, so 957 and 5 in here. So that's good, just keeps ticking along. Same with the £5 challenge, just keeps ticking along until we need to get my son's glasses changed, which I'm sure will be soon because they're looking quite small. So that just gets a 5. Let me see what's in here. Oh, seems to be a lot of placeholders in this one. So we've got 50, 70, 95. Oh, let's put 100 in there. And we'll go to pink. So I don't think I've said in this video, but all of these trackers are on our Etsy store. The ones I use aren't the ones that you'll receive, because these are sort of old ones that are quite thin or not quite being cut properly, you know, so these a lot were our prototypes, or you know, ones that I wouldn't even give up for Upsy, so you'd get much better quality than what you see me kind of throw around. So then go and check our Etsy store out. We've been very quiet lately. And the car, so the small car gets 20. Ooh. So I'll just cross off one of these because each is 20, and it's got really dark quite quickly. I say that every week. So that's 260 in here now. So I'll keep to the blues. So 250, 60 in car. The car's going into the garage on Tuesday to have the leak in the boot fixed, which is going to have to come out of that. And then that means we're going to be behind on insurance, but that is a worry for another day. And then the electric car has got 500, and it's going to get a 25 today, so that's got 525. If people, so this is for mainly for the insurance for our electric car. Now Martin Lewis done a program last week, so his money saving program, and it was all about insurance and the ways to get it cheaper. It was so good. It gave some really, really great tips. So if you're struggling with increased insurance, home or car, watch Martin Lewis's program. I think it was on ITV, so you could catch up on, you know, the catch up apps. But definitely check out Martin Lewis' money saving program from last week, which would have been, what date would it have been? Oh, what week are we now? So it's the 12th today. So it would have been like the 8th or 9th. I can't remember whether it was Wednesday or Thursday. Probably Thursday, so maybe the 9th of November. Yeah, check out his show. And then this is a different challenge. So I had saved 2,000. I've reduced it to a save 1,000 challenge. Again, this one is on our Etsy store. It's a really good, smaller save 1,000 challenge. Again, this is a flimsy old copy, so the one you would get would be a lot nicer than this one. But we just don't like to waste. Yeah, so this is to save for my daughter's dress next year. She's just got a new one. So now we were slightly over with her dress, so I'm adding in 55, but actually only 20 is going to go in here. So I'm just going to colour 120 in. So then, yeah, depending on the budget, I'll either put £20 or £30 a week in. But for now, I am out of pink 20s, so it's a blue. Let's do it that way, look. I might actually leave that out because it's quite a lot of colouring, that quite a lot of ink. And then I think lastly is holidays. Yeah, because we're not doing anything into the rainy day fund this week. And we're adding 125 in here. So that takes it to 3,655. I don't know if you're going to see my head now. I'm just going to check my sheet. It's got quite dark. Yeah, 55. Did you see my head? I don't know. So yes, what did I say? 3,600. So 3,005. Oh, actually, I got a 601 in here. Let's have a quick peek. I might do. Yes. Look at that. So you can see this one's a lot thicker than these thinner ones. So we've got 3,000, 3,600, and I'll get a nicer 50, 55. So the aim is to get to 5,000 for our ski trip to Norway in February half term next year. We're going in the half term, which is way more expensive than any other time of the year, but there you go. And that is it. I'm not going to pop that back in because I've only just coloured it in, so I'm going to leave that to the side. Yeah, I've done it in a slightly different order today, but yeah, feels quite good actually doing it that way around. I'm going to put that there. I hope you all have a lovely evening, day, week. Depends when you're watching this, depends when I upload it. But thank you so much for tuning into my videos. I really, really do appreciate it. Please do consider subscribing, liking the videos, have a chat in the comments. I'm getting so close to 400 subscribers, so it'd be amazing if I could get there by the end of the year. So yeah, that's me done. Thank you so much. I hope your budgets are going well, and you're enjoying whatever you're doing. Thank you. Bye.